Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is your girl Shay P, and thank you so much for tuning in to another vlog. This video is going to be a little bit different, very short. As you can see from the title, it is SHAYVEMBER Day 12, and I do have some bad news to share with you guys. So for those whose first video of mine is this one here, I have decided to curate a consistency challenge for myself through YouTube, and I decided to name it SHAYVEMBER. I've been posting on here every single day, with exception to one day, but I've been posting every single day, and I've actually been enjoying it. It's not been very easy, but it's always been worth it. And with that, I'm literally editing and recording every single day, and I have a 9 to 5. I mean, like, I'm pretty beat. But I say that to say this. I noticed on November 1st, which was the first day of the challenge, that my laptop was doing something really weird. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Now, my laptop is 3 years old. I paid for it cash out of my own pocket with my own money. And I've never had any issues with this before. So when it did it, of course, everybody goes to Google to see what's going on. And Google said that it could just happen from time to time, and usually it happens after a fall. And I will make sure I show you guys what I'm referring to. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were telling me that they looked it up also, and they said it's from overheating. Now, the gag is, I was up the night prior on Halloween night, and I was doing some exporting for my content, and I fell asleep while everything was still on and connected and whatnot, and my external hard drive was also on. And when I woke up that morning, I'm like, oh my goodness, all this stuff been on for like 6 or 7 hours straight. That's a long time. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it could be the overheating. I'm looking up quotes on how much it might cost. I don't have Apple Care. Do not ever do that. I don't have Apple Care on it. And being a content creator, like, you need to have insurance for all of your stuff. Like, it's just, why wouldn't you, you know? So it started off being at the bottom, and I'll make sure that I insert clips so you guys know what I'm talking about. Then last night, it moved up to the center of my computer screen. Okay, I hope that you guys can see this. So let me come out a little bit. So this entire bottom half of my laptop is damaged all the way across. There's also a there's also a really long line that's right here. And I don't know why my laptop acting like ain't nothing wrong with it right now, which always happens when you're trying to show somebody something. But again, this entire part is frayed out. I don't think you guys can tell. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, you guys can't tell. But yeah, and then earlier today, which is when I was like, okay, I gotta figure something out. Now, it's more so doing a glitch right now, but because I need it so that I can edit properly, I'm worried that it's just gonna go out at any given moment. So you guys know, for those who are here, in addition to doing SHAYVEMBER, I am on a healing journey right now. I am literally addicted to being the best version of myself. And one thing that I have been working on is my response to situations. Like I tell people all the time, there is power in your response, so respond well. And I used to be really, well, by nature, I'm very impulsive. It's not always a bad thing. It just depends on when it shows up. But, you know, in the past, my computer situation would have just ticked me off. And not even tick me off like I'm ready to knock something over, but like it would just determine how my day goes. I would just be frantic trying to figure out, like I would allow it to consume me. I don't do that anymore. And so I'm kind of like brainstorming, like, what can I do? What can I do? I need to schedule an appointment with Best Buy, but I don't really have time to do that because I'm working, and when I'm not at work, I'm recording and stuff. So I was talking to one of my friends, and this is something that I've also been preaching in this season of my life, how you need to lean on people around you. And I was having a conversation with her. Me and her are really tight. And I was just like, you know, my laptop's doing that thing again, but this time it's like moving up the screen, and I just feel like I'm gonna be editing one night and it's just gonna plateau, and I don't know what to do. And I don't like asking people for stuff. That's, you know, just something I'm working through as well. But I was just like, do you mind if I use your laptop for the remainder of November? And I know that she is a good friend, and I know that she does not mind to help when she can, right? You know? And so I knew up front, like, if she can't, that's fine. I'm not one of those kind of people at all. But I was just like, you know, this is someone that you value. This is someone that values you. You guys have a really good friendship. You've been talking to her about SHAYVEMBER. She's very abreast on how important my consistency is, and she's been very, very supportive on my healing journey. I love her so much, y'all. And yeah, so I was like, let me just ask. I mean, the worst thing she could say is no, she need it. I know that she does content as well, but she primarily uses her iPad. My iPad was made back in 1999, so that's not even an option for me. And I do want to get a new laptop. I just did not have it budgeted to get it in Q4. Like, I didn't. Will I get it if I have to? Yes, but I want to see what my options are. So she was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, what, you sure? Like, she answered me too fast. So me being the person I am that hates to ask for anything, when I asked her, I was just like, you know, I have my external hard drive. I won't put anything on your motherboard. You know, I'll just use it for that. I'm not traveling anytime soon. It won't leave here. It won't leave the city. It won't leave anywhere. If it goes anywhere with me outside of my house, it'll be a coffee shop. I'm bringing it right back home. And she was like, Shay, it's fine. And wow, I was just, it's really hard for me to receive things like that, even though I asked, but it was still very much like, oh my gosh, she said yes, and like she don't mind. And all of this has taken place today. And so I say that to say this, like, we're not put on this earth to do life by ourselves. Like, if you have family and friends that you can count on, that's what they're there for, okay? And I'm talking to myself when I say that. I also say this too, focus on what you can control. I literally could have allowed that to deter everything else, and it wouldn't have been a SHAYVEMBER. You know what I'm saying? Or at least a second half of it. You know, or I could have just been prideful and not asked at all. You see what I'm saying? People don't know what you have going on unless you tell them. So be transparent with people that you trust. Do not move through ego and pride, because it will literally set you way back. Okay? It will set you all the way back. You know? And stay the course, because SHAYVEMBER is so important to me that I literally had to figure out, like, how can this still happen? And I focus on a solution and problem. But like I said, I want to show you guys my laptop. For anybody that's techie out there, please let me know what you think. I'm not going to be able to take it to Best Buy tomorrow. I have a busy work day, but I'm going to do my best to take it on Wednesday. Full transparency, I did drop my laptop 2 months ago, and there was no issue with the screen when I picked it up. It didn't have any issues up until November 1st, and I dropped it back in like September. Back in like September. So I don't really want to equate the first issue to the fall 2 months ago, because I feel like it should have been instantaneous, but I don't know. Who am I, right? But yeah, that's my little tidbits to you guys about just, you know, getting out of your own way. I hope this helps somebody. I feel like this season in my life, everything that I've had to experience, it's just super purposeful, and it's just showing me how much I'm growing and I'm learning, and it just brings me so much joy to see the space that I'm in. But she gave me her laptop tonight, so I did go and pick it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and record this and get it up for you guys so I can call it a night. But I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support. I guess we'll be going laptop shopping really soon. I don't know. I'll let you guys know about what they say at Best Buy as far as the damages and how much it'll cost and whatnot, because it might not even be worth it to get it fixed and keep it. Like, I might need to just, because if it's $700, I probably need to just put that to work getting another one for like an extra $500 or $600. I don't know. But she has a newer one. And yeah, she has the latest model to MacBook Air. I have mine from 3 years ago. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just want to thank you guys again. I hope that this message reaches somebody and it makes sense. Sometimes I just start talking. I swear I be knowing what I'm talking about, but my words just get so jumbled because I just be filled with so many different emotions, especially when I talk about how I am learning and growing in these processes, right? But I will see you guys tomorrow for SHAYVEMBER Day 13. Like I say in all of my videos, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And as always, love on my end. Bye for now.